Hello guys, how are you today? We are here on my little farming game I love. A new event in 5 days. Keep that in mind if you've been thinking about buying it. Now, and again, I've mentioned this before. If you've bought the game, and I know a few of you have told me you've started playing it since this series, with the events, most of the time they will tell you need, 1,000 of something, and once you get there, they just say now you need 1,500, and once you get there, now you need 2,000, and once you get there, sometimes near the end there'll be a big jump. It'll go from 3,000 to 6 all of a sudden, and you've got to get all of those, but they'll have a limited amount of the crops to put in, and some of them will be trees, and they can only be harvested at a certain time of year. So because of that, I do recommend, pop down at least 4 farms. You can rapidly, you could probably in an evening get all of the farms up to level, I can't remember, it's 12 or 15 that's required to start some of the event stuff. So if you haven't done that already, make yourself some extra farms, because it is going to be so much easier to do the events. Okay, you do want more than one farm. I did not know that until, literally the last 2 events or something that I did. It was, I played it the hard way all year. Don't do it my way. Unless you don't want to do anything in your life except have this game running and play it all the time. And you go do other things, you come back, you play for 20 minutes, you click a few things, you go back and do something else in your life. Maybe if you're working at home, it's the perfect game, because you can just open it every half an hour or something, do a couple of things, and then go back to work. So that, that's not a bad thing really, but otherwise get at least four farms, and then you can just cycle through them, to do the harvesting, and then cycle through them again. It'll make it much easier. Now, somebody asked me why I had bothered to recycle. I actually didn't mean to click on that. Why I had recycled this. Why don't I just build another farm? Well, as you can see, I have a whole lot of farms. The reason I was recycling this one is simply that it wasn't as organized as I would like it to be. I mean, this was my very first farm. I've worked on this for over a year, just over a year now, and you reach a point where everything is kind of full, and an event will come up, and you need to plant something new that you've never seen before, and you have to find a place for it. And things were getting kind of spread out. I love a lot of what I had going on in this farm. I admit I love a lot of it. But it just felt messy. I felt like I could do it better. And yes, I could start a new farm and have to go through, the entire process of re-leveling. Like every new farm you start, you've got to open all of these again. You've got to start with just, a couple of vegetables that you can do, and you've got to level up everything to open all of the other vegetables that are available. And you have to do it with the trees and the animals and the fish and the flowers. Everything's got to be re-leveled. When you recycle, if I click on this one, you can see they're still sitting at 128 levels. So, I'm going to be paying $15,000 to buy one, and I'm making $258,000.8 to harvest those, right? So, every new farm is going to require the entire leveling process over again. And I just wanted to have this farm looking better. That was all. So that was the point of that. And I've been thinking about it for a few months, I'll be honest. So the Ayrshire Estates is our little beginning farm that started this series. Now, if you look at the playlist for this game, you will notice that a year ago I had started recording this. And it was just before my life took a really shocking turn, and everything in my life changed. And quite frankly, I just spiraled into a black hole of doom and forgot I had even started this. That's the worst of it. I simply had forgotten that I had even started it. And I'm back. And so now I just started a new farm because it seemed like the right thing to do. So we're going to come over to these houses. We're going to click on this little baby again and get it started. We're going to go in here and see what we have for food. We have to stir our little foods. No stirring on this one. Just add a little spices, and then there they go. and we wait for our paella to come to get ready. We can click on this one. Wow, my computer's having a hard time today. Darn it, listen to that beast. I hope you guys are not hearing this. There's not enough resources. I don't know what I need for that, but apparently I don't have any. That was sushi, so it's what, wheat and fish or something? Let's go see if we have fish. Fishy, fishy, fishy. We do. And that finished something. Quest completed. Now we need 10 more or 8 more fish. We need parasol mushrooms and peanuts for questing. So let's fill up our tank. Yes, I have almost a full tank. I can tell that. It's in the upper right hand corner beside the picture of moi. But oh, and look, we can do some jam. Making up the jam, please. And we have a lot of harvesting to do. Lots and lots of harvesting to do. So is there anything we can plant at this time? We can do both peanuts and shrooms. So let's grab one of those. Get in our retractor by hitting the V button. And these were just harvested before. I just put them in so I'd have fruit for jam, I believe. And it gave us a chance to start leveling them up too. Oh, and I forgot to turn the mod on. I really don't use it that often. Except, I mean, I do sometimes. If I just want to sit down and play for a couple of hours, watch a movie, you know, play this game, I turn the mod on. But a lot of times in the game, I'm just popping in and out for the, you know, a very short time to do a chore. Just to get a chore done. And in that case, I don't bother. Turn the play button on. And go F5 only. There we go. Oh, my computer looks like it's about to grind to a halt, folks. Not good. Anyway, when I'm done recording today, I don't have to stream this afternoon. Oh, jeez. By the time I slept so long last night. I went to bed about 8:30 last night. I did not wake up until 11. How many hours is that? Like 8, 9, 10, 11, almost 13 hours, 12 and a half hours. I knew I was tired yesterday, but I don't know, I was that freaking tired yesterday. I was shocked when I woke up. It was 11 o'clock. Like, oh my goodness gracious, this is insane. Oh, so I woke up late, so it's, you know, I'm late getting recording. I'm late getting the Kingdoms Reborn online, I'm sorry to say. Terrible. And now I'm going to be recording this, and then I've got to go and record do I have a thing to sell mushrooms? Mushrooms. I don't seem to, do I? Well, that's unfortunate. Can I buy one yet? It looks like a shroom. This one. I don't have one of these. I don't. Oh, I do, right there. Okay, the bright shiny thing with the red shiny with the dots. Clearly, that's easy to miss. Jeez, already. Okay, that's all right. I'm good. I'm good. I am going to have to reboot this computer again. And you know, it's not got too many things on it. I've had all the virus checkers go through. The hard drives got lots and lots of room on them. It's just struggling lately. I don't know. I get the new Wi-Fi thing. Quill bought me a really hotshot Wi-Fi thing, so my internet now is blindingly fast. And I still have this thing crash when I open OBS. I can do anything on this computer till I open OBS, but I've had a few other people tell me that they've been having problems with the OBS of late too. With the last upgrades of the game, so I don't know. Actually, let's check our quest. What do we have to do? Breaking. We need onions. Oh, we need sugarcane. We have needed that sugarcane for a long time. Anybody else notice that? We are never here in the fall, and we just missed the fall again. I'm gonna have to log into the game and just let it run until fall is over, and or until whatever year what the whole year goes by and fall gets here, and I can finish that up, because apparently I'm just never getting it right. I can't believe I slept so long. I feel great today, though, but I'm behind. I'm behind everything. Recording is behind, and streaming I'll have to get to here really soon. And it is, you know, a long weekend. I've got friends and family that are, you know, was hoping they were going to get to spend a little time with me, and it's like, yeah, probably not going to happen. Sorry. Do-do-do. All the little clickies. I have leveled up again. Well, isn't that? I'm 160. My farm, this farm is at 29. My other is up over 200 and something. I don't know why. I think 250 is the highest all the leveling goes. I believe that is correct. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. We're going to come over here and do this. Got to get these daisies leveled up. So as soon as my farm, I think it's level 44 for the farm, I can get the big money daisies and then really start planting a bunch of those. Actually, before I do that, I'm probably going to want to buy down to the outside level of the farm. There's still two more, as you can see here. The outside row are all flat and straight all the way across. They're absolutely brilliant for building in, and that's why I put the animals out there. That's why I put the fishing out there. And it would be a really good place to, you know, put the flowers in and put in lots of them to just start making the big bucks for building and stuff later. And these, I'm working on getting these leveled up so I can go on to the next color. Because the little orchids are decent money makers too, and they're prettier. They don't make near as much as the others, but they're really nice. They're quite pretty to look at, so that's always a good thing. And I do believe I'm wasting flowers again. I need to go sell things. And we need to check on the animals. Oh, there's so many chores on the farm. Isn't that fun? I love it. There we go. There we go. Let's see what's full. Our mushrooms and flowers are both full. So get rid of some shrooms, please. And we're going to be harvesting more flowers, so let's sell off both of these. Get back in your little tractor there, sunshine. And the housing, you know, I've made a mess of it, just stacking them there, and that's okay because you can pick them up and move them. You can just pick them up and move them. When we've got enough land that we start actually building what our community is going to look like, then we can, you know, start deciding where to place things, but it's not really required just yet. So those mushroom trees are ready to harvest as well. And let's see, we can check the animals, or we can go here and go, look, see, that's orange, and it's got the little cross hatching. So that tells me that the rabbits are both ready to harvest, which we could see for ourselves, but they're also required for a quest. The orange says quest time. And now we will finish off this quest. Ka-ching. But we do want to make sure that they're fed. Ooh, 110 wasabi. Can we plant wasabi in the winter? I'm not, I don't think so. No, here, where is it? Wasabi is going to be a summer plant. All right, well, it's not summer either. Might as well get these. Got our one little Christmas tree. I guess we could take that down now, couldn't we? Oh, and while we're back here, let's harvest the honey. Start our honey production. And I noticed the little, I don't know if that's a beet or a radish or whatever that is over my animals, but that's telling me that they're hungry. So we have to feed the critters too while we're back here. So the first thing I'm going to do is click anywhere in this mass of featherage, and you can see the food pile will get bigger in the one spot. That'll be wherever you put the first block down, and we'll fill that up. We can harvest these 4 just because they're there, no particular reason. Let's feed our goats. One cannot let a goat go hungry. And actually, you know what? Let's look at buying more goats, shall we? We will need, what do we have? We've only got this kind. We've got these two. That's what we have in now. And these are really good because they're an hour and 20 minutes. And I think that is the least amount of time for getting milk in the game. I believe that is the best way to get milk. But I'm not playing this all day, every day anymore. So let's go on to the other kind of goat as well. Because I know at some point we're going to have to level these guys. And they'll look cute all playing around together. It'll be Toots Adorbs. So we'll pop these guys in and give them a chance to start. We'll harvest them and get them leveled up a bit. Let's feed and refill the feed bin. There we go. There's enough. That's all I can do. These guys have got product right across there, so we don't have to feed those guys at this point. We are going to refill. The fuel tanks are full again. We need to keep that topped up, as you do. We had a lot of flowers, and there's nothing we're making for. Oh, that was fruit. That was stupid. I didn't want to sell fruit. I need to get rid of that before I do that again, because I don't actually want to sell fruit ever at this point. It's too early in the game. I just want to be making. Jam from my fruit. So, in 58 seconds, I can make some more. We can harvest the ginkgo over here just because we have it. And now that it is spring, we can do our mistletoe, which is just another flower. But they're cute little flowers. And the apples, of course, are back ready again because they're ready every season. You do not make any money or experience on them, but they're great for jam. Okay, so I think we've got all of our chores caught up. I think we've got everything caught up. So at this point, we can look at the quest log. We can try to look at the quest log. We need wasabi. We can't plant that now. Science. We need the sugar cane. We need lemon trees. We do have lemon trees. When do they harvest them? They are harvested in the fall, so we got a while to go for them too. Okay, good job. Tropical fish. Well, we've got them. We just have to wait. Oh, I love Kayla lilies. They're so pretty. We're getting, slowly getting a few of these, and as soon as that first round of stuff is done in our houses, we'll have more. I think at this point I can either, start planting more fruit for the jam production, and that's a berry, not a fruit, but or we can come back down here and look at what we have to uncover yet. So the chili peppers need to be one more level, and the jalapenos need to be 9. And we can't. Where are the jalapenos? These are the chili. You know what? We need another one. While we're talking and looking, let's just plant enough to get those leveled up one more. 'Tis a process. Choppy. I woke up. I did wake up at one point in the night. I was awake for about a half an hour, and I was like wide awake, and I thought, oh, I'll never get back to sleep. Oops. But I was looking at news, as you do sometimes when you're too wide awake and it's in the middle of the night, and Brexit news and Trump news, and I was reading about this little community in Kent. It's a small town. People have moved there to be in the country, to be quiet. They had interviewed a number of people, people who had been living there for decades of their life and loved their community. And it's just a small village, and people who had moved there because of illness, a family that had moved there because their son was autistic, and noises and stuff really disturbed him badly, and he just was healthier there. And one of the first moves of the new Brexit is apparently behind everybody's back, and without really telling anyone, the government had bought up a pile of land and was we're building a 1,000 and some truck car park for the big trucks to be, because they're going to have to wait around to get testing for COVID and to go through all the new problems with trying to, the new paperwork to get into the EU now that they're no longer part of things. And these people's lives, it was just a massive swath of land. There is apparently an ancient Roman walkway that goes right through it that people use all the time. And they're supposed to start digging today. Yeah, do you believe that? They're supposed to start digging and just destroying this massive pile of beautiful Kent. If you've ever been to Kent, it is so gorgeous. Kent is just God. It's like heaven on earth. Kent is so beautiful. It's just so pretty. Why can't I find jalapeno peppers? Okay, what are they? Garlic. But they're just destroying these people's lives, and they didn't tell them about it, and they're not giving them time to fight it like it would do any good anyway, right? Oh, there's the jalapeno right there, which again I plant in the fall. Oh my gosh. Well, there you go. I just felt so bad. It's sad. So I gotta get level grapes, but are they available now? No, they are not. I need parasol mushrooms leveled up. Can I plant more of them? I can. Perfect. Anyway, and then I realized, checking the news these days is definitely just doom scrolling. Just put the phone down. I felt so sad. I just felt so sad for these people who had moved, and their property values, of course. Kent is not an inexpensive place to live, okay? If families have moved there for health reasons and they have had to, take some massive cuts in other parts of their lives to be able to afford to do that. They have struggled and given up other things so that they could live in this area. And now their property values are going, even trying to sell. One guy said he, was talking about putting his place up for sale because of what was happening. And, he's already found out that just as that news hit, property values just plummeted. And it's like the government doesn't care. It's like, too bad. I have a problem. You suffer. Go to hell. I made a decision. I'm rich. I'm filthy freaking rich. Me and my buds have got all this money. I love it. Boris Johnson's father has applied for citizenship in France because of what's happened because of Brexit. Apparently, Brexit has cost almost as much already, and it's, and this was months ago. This was news from months ago. It had already cost as much to the British taxpayer as 45 years of cost to the EU. It's like, yeah, this is, and we're going to control our borders, and then you're in all these countries in the EU that, a few weeks ago just closed all their borders because of COVID issues. It's like, you've always had control of your borders. You've always had control of your immigration. I don't understand. I don't understand. But I do know a few rich people who are a lot richer, so that's okay. That's all good. I just feel so bad for the everyday person who is, Brexit was bad enough, and then COVID on top, right? That hasn't added to anybody's, enjoyment experience here. Jeez, not at all. And what a double whammy. No, I just feel so bad. It hurts. I love the UK so much. It breaks my heart to see people. And I've got so many friends there, and the job situation and things that have happened and prices that have changed, and it's already been such a struggle for people, and it's only actually here now for 2 days. And, they've already had so much go bad in the last couple of years because of this decision. I don't know. It hurts me. So I put the phone away and said, stop looking. There's too much pain in the world. Go back to a game. Go back to a game where you can have some hope of building it beautiful and being happy. Real life is mean. Anywho, I think I'm just going to have to call this one done. And I will try my very best tomorrow or tonight. Maybe I'll do some recording tonight to Get in here in the fall where we can get rid of that quest that we've had for the entirety of this series. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. So today was just doing some chores and agonizing over the state of the world. Oh, I'm so sorry. What a year it's been. Too much pain. But we have games. Third world problems. Which game to play next? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's wild. See, I needed fish and grain, right? That's why I'm doing this. Because I know I have one more thing to do in that house. And that's irritating me too, that I don't have enough to go do it. Anyway, I'm going to go. And what am I doing next? I am recording some Airborne Kingdom. We're going all steampunky in the air. That's going to be cool. We are now level 30. Ayrshire Estates are level 30. Nice, nice. One last clicky, guys. I promise to end. This is like trying to end Civ. It's just like one more turn. Just one more turn. Just one more field. Just one more thing. Stop, Ava. Thank you guys for being here. And I apologize for the venting. It just sometimes my heart breaks for people. It's so hard. It's so hard. I will see you again tomorrow. Actually, I'll see you again in a few minutes in an hour with another recording. Airborne Kingdoms. Until I see you then, folks, let's live our lives as happy as our governments will let us and try to build it beautiful. Bye-bye.